All right, good morning, everybody. What is up? It is July. Can you believe it? Woo! We have finished up the first half of 2019 officially. It is in the bag. And what have we done and what have we learned, ladies and gentlemen? Well, let's see. First of all, I think we're a little older, we're a little wiser, and we now realize that drama is overrated. No one cares. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just messing around. What's going on, everybody? Phil here live on the stream. What's up? It's time for a full day of gameplay streaming based on your votes. That's right. Overnight, all of you rushed. You absolutely rushed to my Twitter account and you voted. You choosed what games would be played on today's stream. It was very heated. It was very exciting. Okay? And, all in all, 819 votes were tallied. Pretty good. I don't know how many were legit votes, but pretty good amount of votes. Let's talk a little bit about that. Well, first of all, today's July 1st, 2019. I welcome all of you to my first of 2 gameplay streams for the day. This will be 4 straight days of gameplay streaming. Usually I don't do that much during the week. Usually I have a break around Thursday, but this week is an exception because Thursday is a national holiday. It is Independence Day here in the United States, so my day off this week will actually be Friday, okay? So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk. You guys voted overnight on my Twitter. What did you vote for? All right? I will tell you exactly what we voted for here. It was a choice between 4 games. The 4 games that I'm currently doing playthroughs of. Super Mario Maker 2, The Sinking City, Judgment, and Final Fantasy IX. And quite frankly, I didn't care what game, won the poll because I was going to play all of them in the next 2 days anyway. And I'm liking all the playthroughs. So in my opinion, it didn't really matter, what order we played them. It was going to be, the power was in your hands, okay? So first of all, holy crap, overwhelmingly, the voting was for Super Mario Maker 2. 40-something% of the vote was for Super Mario Maker 2. So that was a landslide win that I would play Super Mario Maker 2 today on my first gameplay stream. So that's exactly what we're doing. So what are we doing in Super Mario Maker 2? Well, I'm currently in the story mode. I'm up 6 hours in. And from what I've seen, probably another 1 to 2 hours to wrap up the actual story. However, there are many other optional story-based missions, created worlds that Nintendo made for us that we're going to check out. So we're going to be doing all of that today. And then, once we wrap all of that up, I'll be checking out for the very first time the user-created levels in Mario Maker 2. At this point now, people have had the whole weekend to work on them. Hopefully people have come up with some good stuff, okay? So, that's going to be the main gameplay stream. 4 hours of Mario Maker 2. Hope you guys are excited. Okay, then, tonight, the late stream is going to be The Sinking City, which came in 3rd place in the votes. So that's going to be tonight's late night stream, okay? 2 more hours of The Sinking City. Last time we played, we uncovered a very, very involved side quest line that took us to many new areas of the map, including an asylum and all kinds of stuff that was pretty interesting. So tonight we're going to continue on with that quest line and see how that goes, all right? So The Sinking City, a much more chill gameplay stream, I should say, by the way. Later tonight, around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, the late stream. Then tomorrow, the game that came in 2nd place in the poll, Judgment, will be the main gameplay stream. So 4 hours of Judgment coming up tomorrow, Tuesday, as the earlier stream. Definitely excited for that. I had a lot of fun with Judgment over the last week. A balance of story and side questing. The side questing is quite entertaining, just like the story is. So looking forward to more of that tomorrow, okay? Then tomorrow night, what came in last, but not by much. In fact, the after Mario, I want to say Judgment came in at like 20%, and then Sinking City came in at like 19% or 18%, and then Final Fantasy I think was like 18%. So all those games were neck and neck pretty much, okay? So Final Fantasy IX will continue tomorrow night, Tuesday night, late night stream, okay? Now, based on how all these streams go, we'll determine what we're going to be doing on Wednesday. All right, we'll see. We'll see how things go with all these new releases. Then on Thursday, it's the release of Stranger Things 3 to coincide with the actual show releasing on Netflix the very same day. So for those of you who are fans of Stranger Things, you want to check that out, it should be a fun day together. Check out that game. All right. All right, then on Fridays, finally my day off of the week, and then we'll come back, next week, rejuvenated and continuing on with all of these playthroughs, and we'll see how the stuff goes. All right, fair enough. Sound good? Hold on one second here. It is viewer's choice. That's right. That's right. I wrote a list of stuff I wanted to talk about today because I got a lot to talk about on the pre-stream. Okay, so that's the rough schedule, guys. I have many updates. Get ready for all the updates. First update: viewer's choice poll will be created today. Some people have been asking, when can we start voting on the viewer's choice? I'll let you know. Because what I'm going to do later today, either between the streams or more than likely after my late stream, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to tally up the votes, what you have nominated for viewer's choice. And those votes are going to determine what's going to be in the final poll. And what I'm also going to do, I'm going to do the same thing with the patron votes. Whatever the patrons have nominated are going to be added into this final poll. So tonight, I'll be making the viewer's choice poll on my forums, thekingofhate.com. I will let all of you know when the poll is live, and you'll be able to vote on what game you want to see as the viewer's choice playthrough for this summer. Should be pretty exciting, okay? It should be pretty exciting, all right? Zadite is okay, Zadite. So that's later tonight. Two other things. First of all, guys, my Amazon wish list has launched. It does work, despite the fact that trolls found a way to mark every single item on the wish list as already purchased, which is annoying, obviously. The wish list is working. No one's bought anything yet, to my knowledge, so check it out. There's two ways you can access the wish list. If you look below the stream, it's right there on my main channel page in a panel, or you can type !wish list into the stream chat. All this is credits for PlayStation Network or Nintendo, the Nintendo Shop or Xbox Live, so that coming up with the new releases this year, I can just buy the new games digitally and don't have to worry about, dropping money from my tips and the like to afford to pay for those games. So if you want to contribute to the cost of streaming, you want to help out, you absolutely can by checking out my wish list, okay? Once someone finally buys something there, I'll let you guys know how it goes, if it's working or whatever, okay? All right, continuing on. This month is the month of July. It's the middle of the year, right? Officially, this is the start of the second half of the year. And I've been thinking about, what do I want to do in regards to a monthly subs goal for the month of July? And I have two ideas. I want to run them by you, and I'm going to take your input for the next couple of days before I officially set up the subscriber goal. So let me run these by you. All right, here's my two ideas, all right, for a sub goal for this month. The first idea I have is the return of the retrospective event, where if we hit a sub goal, then we're going to be doing a new retrospective event by which people will be nominating things that we can go back and watch together. I do this every 2 to 3 months. They seem to go very well. We did one last in early June. People really liked it. If we hit the sub goal this month, then the retrospective would either be in late July or early August. All right. Now, I've done a lot of these retrospectives. I understand these are getting old. So if you guys don't want a retrospective, my other idea is the return of something that I did 1 year ago that seemed to go down pretty well, and people, quite frankly, liked half of it and didn't like half of it, and I'll explain why in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the return of the Rage-a-thon. Meaning if we hit the sub goal this month, people will be able to nominate games that will cause rage-inducing games for me to play in a marathon setting. Okay? Now, last year I did the same thing, and it went well. However, all right, it was kind of 50-50. And here's why. Because people nominate the games, not me. So people pick what they think is going to cause me rage. And quite frankly, half the games kind of did, and half of them didn't at all. All right? So, like, some of the games people are like, wow, this is fun, see Phil get angry over a game. And the other half was like, wow, dude, Phil's not angry at all. So there's not much you can do about it. It's reliant on what people, nominate and vote on for the Rageathon. So it's really in your hands. The Rageathon could be amazing, or it could end up being kind of a dud, depending on what people ask for. All right. And by the way, I should say this: you guys know better than me what kind of games will cause me rage because I don't play every game. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll see. So here we go. Yeah, Pragmatic Tacticians is the only game that caused rage last year was Street Fighter V. Not surprising, Not surprising because I hate that game. I really do. So, I mean, there's a lot. Already people have some good suggestions. More CTR online. Play PUBG again on the Xbox One. Play more Street Fighter V. People are basically nominating some interesting stuff already, all right? So, those were my ideas for the sub goal for this month, okay? What do you guys think? I mean, when I said another retrospective, people were like, nah, another one. When I said the Rageathon, people were like, all right, maybe. So, I guess we're leaning more towards the Rageathon, huh? That's what I'm thinking. Crystal Laser says, how about movie tie-in games? Terminator Salvation would be a good one. I played Terminator Salvation back in the day. I did a playthrough of it on YouTube. That was one of my earlier playthroughs. I actually reviewed it too. It was one of my earlier Hateful Truth reviews. So anyway, those are my ideas. Let me know what you guys think. If this sounds like something viable, then maybe by the end of the week I'll set up the sub goal. But if you have a better idea of what we could be doing here for a sub goal, I'm all ears. Okay, I'd like to hear your ideas as well. Excuse me, and we'll go from there. All right, fair enough. All right, so there you go. There's a lot of stuff to cover. All right, guys. All right, so now let's move on. I think that's it for the first segment of the pre-stream. Let's move on to segment 2, which is the gratuitous plugs segment. All right. The gratuitous plugs. So what I would like to say is, thank you very much for 11 awesome years of being a content creator. I absolutely have loved every moment of being able to share my live gameplay experiences with all of you over the last 11 years. First I did it as a hobby for 2.5 years. Then from 2011 to 2017, I was a full-time gaming YouTuber, which I very much enjoyed until the bubble burst and the advertisement revenue dried up when YouTube lost most of their major advertisers in 2017 during the adpocalypse. And, I had to basically find another way to make this viable because I couldn't make a living just on YouTube anymore. So I became a full-time streamer, and the rest is history. For 2.5 years, I've done live, daily, interactive gameplay streams with all of you right here and had a blast doing it. I absolutely love doing what I do for a living. I hope that you guys enjoy it as well. It's pretty obvious you do, or else you wouldn't be here, right? But that being said, because I changed my business model, I primarily now rely on, crowdfunding from you guys here live on the streams, and really that's how I make ends meet. And I just want to say, as I've said many times, I'll say it again, I very much enjoy our daily gameplay streams, and it's not about money, it never is, but, I do need to raise a certain amount of funds to pay the bills around here, see what I mean? And so, even though your attendance is very much appreciated, and contributions are very much appreciated and allow me to keep doing this for a living, they are not mandatory. I just enjoy being able to share my daily gameplay experiences with all of you on stream, alright? However, if you'd like to go above and beyond, if you would like to contribute to help me continue to do this, if you love these daily live streams I do all day on Twitch, and you love the archived videos over on DSPGaming on YouTube, and you want to see it all continue, well, let's go ahead and review some of the ways that you can contribute. First of all, my Patreon. Today's the 1st of July. That means that if you were a patron of mine in the month of June, your pledges should be processing today. All right? I'll actually check that either tonight or tomorrow to see how those went through. Thank you very much to anyone who pledged in the month of June. Once all the pledges go through, I should be contacting all of you, this week with information on how you can get your perks for the month of June. All right? So thanks to anyone who checked it out at patreon.com/darksidephil. Thanks to everyone who pledged. And you might want to give it a look yourself. If you want to know what it's all about, all the cool perks you can get for being a patron of mine, give it a look, all right? Now, my Teespring store. Check that out as well. It's where I sell all kinds of fun, customized merchandise, t-shirts primarily, but also, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, etc. Good quality stuff, I can attest, because I've owned much of it for, years at this point, and nothing's ever faded or worn out. I wear it frequently on the streams. In fact, today, in honor of Mario, I wore my King of Retro shirt here today, one of the many designs available over on my Teespring store. I felt it makes sense to be playing more of a retro cool platformer and wear a King of Retro shirt today, right? So give it a look. Just one of many things you can get. Anything you get off my Teespring helps me out, but you get a cool collectible as well. Okay, everyone? Thank you very much for that. Now, in particular, if you're here live on the stream, all right, and you want to contribute during the live stream, and you want to get a shout out for your contribution, you absolutely can. If you either cheer with bits or subscribe to my channel or you tip me, any of those three things, I will give you a live shout out. Now understand there's a few criteria that qualify you for the said shout out. Number one, I have to abide by Twitch's terms of service. Number two, I try to maintain a certain chill vibe around here. All right. Understand that, this is my stream. What I say and do on it is subjective. I am able to judge whether or not I want to give a shout out for something that someone says, especially if it's not in line with the vibe and the rules of the stream. For example, we're not going to talk about politics or religion that derail the entire stream and cause controversy. We're not going to do insults against myself or others, doesn't matter who they are, not doing that. We're not going to bring up detractor memes and drama. This is not the place for that. This is a fun, chill stream where we're just going to share gameplay experiences and have fun, and you can laugh and react to my reactions to new releases, etc. This is not a place here for us to start arguing and insulting each other and just doing all kinds of stupid, immature shit, okay? Trust me, there's plenty of other places on the internet where you can go do that. If that's where you want to go right ahead. There's many people who do the same fucking thing. In my opinion, it's the easy way out to just cause drama constantly, and that's not what I'm all about, all right? So, that being said, thanks anyone who considers contributing today. I will do my best to give you a live shout out during the stream. And apologies if I can't do it immediately, because if I'm playing Mario Maker, which I am, the stages can be quite engrossing and taking of all of your attention until you beat the stage. The good news is, the story mode of Mario Maker 2 has a lot of breaks. Most of the stages are quite short, so a lot of opportunity for interactions between the stages and the like, okay? As you can see, we have a stream stats leaderboard at the top of your screen, where I will track top cheerer and top tipper of the day. So those top contributions will be tracked, and you will get extra credit on the top of the screen for that. In addition, today we have started a fresh week here on Twitch, which means the cheering leaderboard has been refreshed and restarted. As you can see, this is a leaderboard that's ingrained and or integrated into the stream chat. And if you cheer with bits, you will be, if you get one of the top 10 spots there, you can get extra recognition for your contributions. A good opportunity today, if you cheer, to get up on said leaderboard, because it's pretty much almost empty because it reset overnight. Okay? Very nice. So, good stuff. All right, guys? Now, being very honest with all of you right now, these past few months have been some of the most financially challenging months of my entire life. I'm barely making ends meet and able to pay all of my financial obligations, just being very honest with all of you. And I don't like to talk about this at length, and I certainly don't like to bring it up constantly during the streams, which is why I only talk about it on the pre-stream. We get it out of the way, and then I don't bring it up again, okay? But that being said, right now, I really need your support. The best way that you can help me out would be to tip me. If you tip me during today's stream, those are funds that I can put directly towards bills. And in the next 2 weeks, I really need the support. Starting today, tons of my bills are clearing and basically sucking all the money out of my bank account. I don't get paid by Twitch until the middle of this month. So I have 2 weeks that I somehow need to make ends meet, despite the fact I have no income coming in from anywhere. So please consider tipping me. Tipping me will help out tremendously in the next couple of weeks, all right? Everything else helps too, don't get me wrong. But tipping is the best way to contribute and help me out the most. Please, if you'd like to tip, there's 2 ways you could do it. Below the stream, there's a tip jar button that you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat to bring up the PayPal link that you can click on. Either way will take you to my PayPal page, all right? A couple of things to know about the PayPal page. First of all, you could leave a name and a message if you'd like, or you could be anonymous. If you're someone who's afraid that maybe if you put out your name and your information that trolls might harass you or whatever on the internet, you could just be anonymous and no one will know who you are, all right? Number 2, you do not require a PayPal account in order to leave a tip. There's a button right there on the PayPal page that says use a debit or credit card in order to leave a tip, and you could do that without creating a full account and wasting all that time, okay? So please, again, I'm incredibly appreciative of anyone who does contribute. In particular, tipping You know, it helps me more than anything, so please consider tipping me today. All right? Fair enough? All right. Well, let's continue. Let's move on and give shout-outs to those who have contributed. All right? So we start off, actually, overnight, Infinite 55 got in a 1,000-bit cheer overnight right before the cheering leaderboard reset. Like, it was just probably, like, moments before. And so, I am very appreciative, Infinite, of that cheer. Thank you very much. However, he did not get onto the cheering leaderboard for this week, which is why you don't see him up there. All right? Golden Colts did a couple of overnight cheers. Very nice. Thank you very much, Golden Colts, for those overnight cheers. Those are much appreciated. Slee did a 50-bit cheer. And that was the first cheer of the stream, actually. He says, did you receive the PSN gift code? If not, I can email it to you. I'm not sure what that means. Are you saying that you tried out my wish list? I didn't see anything come into my emails, but what I can actually do, I can check on my Amazon account and see if anything came through, because there's two areas that supposedly it's supposed to show up. One, there's an actual page that says digital gifts you've received, and the other page says, your games and digital codes. All right. So Slay, is that what you're saying? Slay. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Slee? I don't know how to pronounce your name, and I feel bad. Yeah, if you could tell me how to pronounce your name. But anyway, I'm assuming that's what he's saying. So let me run over to the PC quickly. I'll check those two things, and I'll let you know if anything came through. All right? If not, you're absolutely right. If you got the code, you could just send it to me anyway, regardless. You could buy it and then send it to me. But let me check. All right? Let me go over here and check. All right. Let's see. No, doesn't look like I got anything. No, those are old. Nope. Nope, at least from what I can see. Alright. So, from what I can see, Slee, I don't see anything. I don't see anything in the digital gifts you've received, and I also don't see anything in the section that says digital your digital games library. So if you indeed did actually receive a code and were trying to gift it to me, please email that to darksidephil@hotmail.com, and then I'll let you know if it works. All right. Again, this is the first time we're actually trying this system, so this is good. We're gonna learn how it works. It honestly makes absolutely no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever that this would be like this. You would think it would be an easy system where you could just get something for someone and then get it immediately. Guess what? It's not. It's a pain in the fucking ass. As I said yesterday, I'm not going to go on a giant rant about the Amazon wishlist again today. It seems like it's a really broken, stupid process where people can troll and pretend like they bought stuff that they didn't, and you don't get the stuff automatically. It seems like the Amazon wishlist is actually absolutely god-awful, and people who have been using it just basically, are either flubbing it or they're using some kind of weird way to use it, or they don't have people who fuck with them like I do. I don't know, but people saying that it's easy, you're wrong. It's not. It doesn't fucking work. So, let's see what happens. Let's see if this works, alright? Alright, let's continue on. Uzi Go Hard did a 100-bit cheer. It's the biggest cheer of the day. He says, taking second place like Phil and CTR sound good. Don't know what the hell that means, but thank you very much, Uzi Go Hard, for the 100-bit cheer. I appreciate that. The Last Rambo 341 did a 50-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Last Rambo. He says, have you read any of Dan Brown's books or watched any of the movies? Yes. I read The Da Vinci Code. I read, what was it? The one that was the one that was the prequel to it. But I can't remember the name of it. No. I can't remember the name of it. It's the one where the guy was a priest and he thought that he was going to become a god, and he didn't because he was a fucking idiot. And then I think I saw the sequel to the Da Vinci Code, which I can't remember what the name of that one is either. Angels and Demons, that's what it was called. Yeah, I saw that. I read that book, and then there was a third one that I didn't read, but I saw the movie. So I've seen all the movies, and I read 2 of the books, and I think Dan Brown's a good writer. Is it amazing? No, but he's really good at suspense and cliffhangers and ongoing mysteries and stuff like that. So it was pretty good stuff. Excuse me. Okay, let's see here. Slee cheered again. He says, yes, I used the wish list, and it's Slia. It's pronounced Slia? Slia. Okay, Slia. Or is it Slee? You typed it out, S-L-E-E space A. I don't know if that's Slia or Slee. Is it a hard A or is it a light A? Oh my god. Anyway, thank you. Then he cheered again. He said, what is the email? And I told him. So there you go. Thank you for the cheers this morning. Tony Hawk did a 50-bit cheer. Have you seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on Netflix? A very good movie. I did not see it. I did not see it on Netflix. I saw it on the plane back from Connecticut. It was playing in the plane that I was flying across the country back from my trip to Connecticut in April. And I saw the movie, and it was good. I liked it. I really did. I thought it was a really neat movie. All these different Spider-Men from different universes working together. It was quite a good movie. So, I recommend it. Anyone who has not seen it, it is now available on Netflix. You should give it a look. It is a good movie. I'm surprised it's on Netflix, being that very soon Marvel's going to have their own digital service through Disney, right? Like, Disney's going to take over and do all that. I can't believe that they actually put that on Netflix. So, enjoy it now. Okay? Kill Bill says, isn't that a new movie? How's it on Netflix? Dude, the movie came out in the fall of last year. It came out, like, I think October or November of 2018. It's a pretty old movie at this point. All right, and yes, it did win an Oscar. Okay. Continuing on. Slee cheered 500 bits and said, I emailed it to you, sorry for the inconvenience. And then he says, the second one, Slee. So it's Slee. That's how you pronounce his name. Thank you very much for letting me know, because I was very confused here. So that was 2 500-bit cheers. Let's go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard for said 500-bit cheers. Thank you very much for those multiple cheers. I appreciate that very much. Ah, crap. I appreciate that very much, but I screwed up and put a double bracket. Okay. Let's see here. Last Rambo cheered and said, for your information, Sony produced the Spider-Verse movie so they can show it on Netflix. Marvel has no say. Yes, but isn't it true? All right. Isn't it true that like basically Sony is not going to have those rights anymore? Because you're saying Sony has the rights. However, Spider-Man, you know, these Homecoming and Far From Home are in the MCU under Disney. So they don't have full rights to Spider-Man. It seems like it's shared rights. So yeah, it's not full-on rights. It's shared rights to Spider-Man at this point. So, okay. So, Slee, let's check, because he wants me to make sure that the code worked and everything, and I can do that. Here we go. Hold on a second. Can definitely do that for you right now. We can check. Redeem a code. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, I put in 2 incorrect letters. No wonder it didn't work. That would explain it. All right, added. So shout out to Slie. It was a $10 code for PlayStation Network. And now I have $10 of credit on PlayStation Network thanks to Slie. So thank you very much for that, Slie. Sorry. It seems like now we know how it's going to work. Sadly, this Amazon wishlist doesn't fucking work at all. What you need to do is you buy the code and then you send me the code. But at least this is a list of the codes. So you can buy the code and then send me the code and then I can use it. So if you're interested, guys, in getting something off my Amazon wishlist, you absolutely can. It's not as easy as we'd like, but at least it works. What you do is you select something on the wish list, you buy it, it'll give you the code, then email me the code at darksidefil@hotmail.com, and that's how I can use it. All right? Fair enough. There you go. So the Amazon wish list works. It's just a little bit complicated. It's not as easy as we'd like it to be, but it does work. Indeed, it works. Okay? All right, let's continue on here. Project Aqua has done a 100-bit cheer. Let's see what Project Aqua has to say. It says, with Ultimate Alliance and Spider-Man Far From Home coming out, what's your favorite Marvel character? Well, when I was growing up, it was definitely Wolverine. But over the years, you know, those things changed. I was never a mainstream Marvel guy when it came to, like, Captain America or Thor or the Hulk. Like, those were, in my, understanding, those were older characters from Marvel. I was an X-Men guy. I grew up with X-Men in the late 80s, early 90s, mid-90s. You know, the X-Men cartoon was on TV at the time, and it was at the height of their popularity. So I was all about the X-Men and Wolverine and stuff like that. And then, of course, later on, video games, fighting games, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2 were so hot. And characters like Magneto, right, was like one of the best characters in the game. Sentinel, one of the best characters in the game. So, yeah, pretty cool that X-Men were so big and popular within my youth. Not so much anymore, especially with the terrible movies they've released in the past few years. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. But there you go. Definitely it was Wolverine. Today I don't necessarily have a favorite Marvel character. So, all right, so Slie did another 596-bit cheers to let me know if it works. It absolutely did. Thank you, Slie. I got the $10 of credit. Appreciate that very much. Sorry about the little bit of extra legwork having to send me the code, but it works. Faux Phenomenon, subscribe to the channel. Faux Phenomenon. Thank you very much to Faux Phenomenon for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate that. Crystal Laser did a 50-bit cheers. Spider-Man's movie rights are owned by Sony, who in turn Marvel used the character for most of the profit. Sony may take away Spider-Man from the MCU whenever they please. They are pushing Venom to join the MCU. Alrighty then. So I guess they're giving rights to use Spider-Man in the MCU movies, but at any time they could take them back, and they're making profit off of it. I guess that makes sense, right? Slie did a 1,000-bit cheer and said, I'm glad. DSP thumbs up emo. Thank you very much, Slie. Now you're the top cheerer with 1,000 bits. Much appreciated, Slie, for the contributions today. Thank you very much. Okay. So what I'd like to do now, let's do a little bit of just quick leaderboard for cheering. And then I guess what we're going to do is get started with Mario. But quite frankly, I have to use the bathroom first. It just hit me. And I'm like, man, I'm definitely going to have to use the bathroom before we start. So let's give credit to the top cheerers so far today. Not many, but hey, people have contributed. We have Crystal Laser and Tony Hawk tied for 6th place. Project Aqua tied with Last Rambo and Uzi Gohard for 3rd. Golden Colts is in 2nd. And Slie, obviously, in 1st place. All right? Now, just a reminder, guys, the best way you can help me right now is to tip me. Tipping me is going to help me with my bills in the short term, and I really do need the help. So please consider tipping me today. That's the best way to contribute, but appreciative for anything I've gotten so far. All right? Let's end the pre-stream. I got to take about a 5-minute break here to use the bathroom. Then we'll be back, and we'll jump right into Mario Maker 2. Sound good? All right. I'll be right back, guys. Thank you. See you in a bit.